Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway.
Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Walker operating from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 50.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up 2nd down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on 2nd and long. Walker under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
This is taken at his 4. He juked him. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Here we go. Get set. 15 on it. 15 on it. First down. 5 on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And the Broncos.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, Walker looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown. How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain. What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The throw complete here to Williams. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it. They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense, and you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson to throw again. Throwing right, and that's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going for a right side here, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
53 the mic.
Now it's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for... And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The open man here, Renfro. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jacobs now. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check. Crunch.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
set. The mic. Check 45. The mic. Check.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Walker, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decide to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Walker now. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Check. Let's go. Here we got Mike. No trade. 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Walker. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the 1st half, this is just complete domination. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the dump-off at second down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Walker throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Now Jackson on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now, throwing again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. They'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw. Walker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Walker. Going to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Walker, operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Walker to throw again. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down and 4, Jackson, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Walker now from the gun. He'll throw. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Walker. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Walker. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Walker on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Walker into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Let's go.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Here's Walker. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Push him back. Push him back. Short. 45 tonight. 45 tonight. Read. 45. Mike. 45. Watch the run.
To throw is Walker. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Walker operating from the gun. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Walker now. From the gun, he'll throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Welcome back now to Denver, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Walker. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing left side, it's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And now here is another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing on 2nd down. Walker, Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Walker able to find Waller. That's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Walker on 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards and so. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score, Lakers 31, Broncos 28.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting, Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Raiders 41, Broncos 35.
.35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go! Come on, set! 70 ending! 45! Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Whip.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, no more. Mike. Man, I got you. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the out. Check 53 is Mike.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,